Hi guys, so this is my analysis on GU. What am I expecting on GU? If you watched my previous analysis on GU, I said I was expecting GU to push to the upside to my target, which is 1.26399 around that area, because we can see there was this break of structure here and an imbalance that needs to be filled. So I said there's a possibility for it to actually come to this level before we now know our next move. Either we're going to push to the upside or we're going to push to the downside. That was what I said. And I also put out this price as well and said there is also a possibility for it to actually don't stop around this zone but continue to push up to this zone right here, because of this around level right here, which is around my 61.8% fib level. Then we might either reject down or reject to the upside. And if you remember, I said I won't buy on GU until this trend line is broken, right? Because as long as we are still below this trend line, there is a possibility for us to sell. So I said I won't buy anything on GU right now until this line is broken. I see a retest, then it shows me that there is a change of direction. But as of right now, there wasn't a change. So I said when we get to either this target right here, we will determine our next move. Either we're going to push to the upside or downside, right? And we can see that we didn't get to my second target, but we got to my first target, and it started rejecting around that area. So as we can see, how you will know that it's going to continue to reject is it started creating a lower high, right? We can see in different highs: first touch, second touch, third touch, and we zoom to the downside, right? And as we can see that we are currently around my negative 27% fib level. That was my target, right? Then we can see that we are currently around that area. Let me extend this trend line. I can delete this one, so we can see that we have there. Let me get to a smaller time frame just to see. Okay, let's see. So now that we are currently around my negative 27% fib level, right? I see a possibility of it pushing to the upside. To be honest, I'm gonna put this right here. I can see that an imbalance here. We can see something like this right here. Let's see 1 hour imbalance, right? So we can also say a breakout structure here, right? So let's see a breakout structure. I'm seeing a breakout structure around this area right here. So I drew it already. So now we can see this impulse right here broke this previous low, right? And we are currently around my negative 27% fib level. So I see a possibility of it at least pushing up to at least my 23% fib level, because that aligns with an imbalance, right? This was a breakout structure and it hasn't retested yet. That aligns with like a retest of the zone around that area, and that also is a touch of a trend line. So that's what I'm saying. There's a possibility for us to actually push up to that side. Let me see if I use my fib. Let's see. So that's closer to my negative 27% fib level. Let me do a short fib on that, just for me to see. So we can see something like this here, push to the upside, right? So now what am I expecting on GU? I'm expecting a short push to the upside, possible here to here, then maybe a continuation to the downside. So as long as we are still let me see, maybe target here, extend this a little bit. So as long as we are still below this trend line right here, below the trend line, as long as we are below the trend line, I am looking for a sell. Until otherwise happen, I am looking for a sell, right? So we can see that if we are going for a sell, continuation to the sell, my target would be right here will be my target. So target will be there. So that's my quick thoughts on GU, guys. If you find it insightful, if you do, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share and like, and I'll see you in my next analysis. And let me just do a quick thought, right? In case, because like I used to say, don't predict the market, react to the market. So in case if we break this trail line right here, I want to retest, then I'll possibly ride it up to around this area right here, which is maybe like 126 500. Around that area right here would be like the bull target. That's if we push to the upside, but I'm still more biased on the downside rather than the upside, but anything can happen in the market. So that's why we have to be open-minded. We don't predict the market, but react to the market. If we get to where I think it to get to and I see a push of a momentum, that means I have to change my thoughts and the direction. So we just use the markets to analyze at that moment, right? Not the bias we think of. So that is my thoughts on GU, guys. Hope you find it helpful. Don't forget to share, comment, subscribe and like, and I'll see my next analysis. Thank you, guys.